from the shimmer of light. In the workshop you felt safe to the broken glass. In the streets reflecting her fright. Desperation can set the stage for acts of villainy. And heroes may need to confront their demons in more ways than one. For a choice to be made, you must overcome the binding and twining of souls upon. So strong that they just keep you comatose. Yes, you. What will you do when the call for action beckons you to choose? Yes, you. What will you be? A hero, a villain, or a monster indeed?
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, and welcome to Arcadia Fallen, where we are apparently maybe going demon hunting today. She's already in a bad mood though, so I don't think hurrying would make her less angry. Anyway, how are you feeling? I'm okay. I'm just happy that I can help.
About that...
Everything considered, I'm feeling quite alright. Thank you for asking. You're quite amazing, you know that? Most people would not be able to smile so easily after having gone through so much. But I guess it could have been worse. We're not shackled and on our way to the capital after all. So... Why are you so afraid of the capital? I mean, it's kind of obvious because all of the authorities are there and she's a spirit and people seem quite opposed to spirits and spirit magic has been deemed unlawful and all of that. But I mean, let's ask these questions anyway because she made it sound like we're not actually in a hurry. And I would kind of like to hear how this game explains these things. So, why are you so afraid of the capital?
I have some questions. Huh?
Well, of course. Spirits are not supposed to go to human cities. My mere existence is some kind of a crime to them. I don't want to know what they're going to do to me. Yeah, I thought so. What happens now?
I wonder...
What's the plan?
About that.
Well, finding these demons and sealing them away is our first priority. We can't have any more people getting hurt. And hopefully, while we're looking for a way to stop them, we'll learn more about this spirit locket of yours. If it can seal more demons away, then maybe there's a way it can unseal me from your heart as well. I mean, that's a start, right? Yeah, it's a good start. We'll figure the details out as we go along.
Okay.
Great thinking, Mime.
Thank you.
You really think so? Let's do our best, yes? Yeah, let's go.
So...
You say Victoria wants to see us? Yep, she said at once, so probably like yesterday, honestly. We should get going. You walk into the shop. Now that everything is illuminated by daylight, you can truly see the extent of the destruction left by the demon the night before. Every surface is covered in glass or spilled potions. Shelves are shattered, windows broken, and in the middle of the chaos, Elizabeth is carefully cleaning the floor with a broom.
Welcome back.
Good morning. She greets you with a tired smile, and you wonder if she even managed to sleep at all.
It is quite the change, suddenly having people living with us like this. This sleepy old town really did wake up to quite an adventure, didn't it?
I mean, a little adventure might be good. It kind of sounded like things weren't going so nicely even before our little adventure started, and maybe we can make some kind of a change for the better here. You never know.
I see.
You might be right. This world, it is one of constant conflict. There are so many heroic tales you can tell, but the bards rarely capture the pain that sometimes follows doing what is right. I have tried to shield you from such pain, but I see now that if you are to prevail in the challenges ahead, I cannot keep hiding things from you. I know you have a lot of questions. If you want, I shall do my best to explain what I can. Sure. How exactly do you know Alethea?
Tell me about.
My life did not begin and end in this shop, you know. Alethea and I knew each other well a long time ago. Back then, I would have called her my companion, but now I thought there was a vibe between them. Our journeys took us down different paths. She's now the right hand to the highest office in the land. So that sounds like an interesting story. Why have you never told me? Well, let's just say that I didn't necessarily want you to copy me. But I guess, given your temperament, I should have guessed you'd find your own way to get yourself into this kind of trouble. So there's hardly any harm in it anymore. If you wish to hear, then perhaps I shall tell you my story after we've cleaned this up. So tell me about the spirit locket.
So.
Last night, the alchemy table changed into something. You called it a spirit locket? What does that mean? It was an invention that pioneered the modern school of alchemy. A new type of alchemy that was usable by non-mages. It works in much the same way as the alchemy tables we use today, but while we now use the power crystals to fuel our spells, a spirit locket runs on the life force of spirits. That sounds dangerous.
Yes.
It is. Spirit magic is chaotic, unpredictable, but it was the necessity of the times. Alchemists had yet to discover the use of crystals as a power source for their spells, and so spirits were used. It is a powerful artifact, one which is now bound to you, just like mine. Oh yeah. Did I hurt you, Mime?
Oh.
I feel fine. It might be different since you know I'm not bound to your locket thing, but do you? This is also confusing though. I wish we could learn more. I'm sorry I cannot be of more help. I am skilled in alchemy, but the engineering that goes into crafting a locket like this is something else entirely. It is possible that there are mages out there who know a lot more about alchemy lockets and spirits, but locating them will be tricky. You can try and ask Quinn for help. They went to the Mage Academy, so they might know more. Yeah, how did the locket end up here?
I wonder.
It doesn't really seem like something authorized by the Empire. It's been in my possession for a while. It was gifted to me by a dear friend, and I have kept it safe here ever since. I didn't expect something like this, but that doesn't matter. We can talk about that story some other time. You have more important things to worry about now. Yeah, like unbinding myself from Mime.
I wonder.
I know a few things, but none of them would leave the both of you, how to put it, alive afterward. Exorcism is the craft of demon hunters, and they don't particularly care about the well-being of those affected, so long as it eliminates the threat. You can ask Victoria for details. The way she attacked that demon yesterday, it is clear she has had the training, but why a former demon hunter would now work for the Knight Commander of Erodas, I am not quite sure. So, how's the shop?
About that.
What are we going to do? Everything is so broken, I don't even know where to start. We clean, we salvage, we restore. I've already sent a message to Quinn about restoring our herbal stock. Knowing them, they've already gotten new supplies ready for us. I just need you to pick it up whenever you can. I do worry about the alchemy table though. Yeah, I was going to ask about that next. I cannot make potions without it, and getting a new one from the Mage College can take a while. Then comes the paperwork for gaining a new power crystal. You'd think it would be easy to obtain one with us basically living on top of the mines, but the last time we needed a change, it took several months. No doubt Goldner, that old weasel, had something to do with that. Reopening the shop might take a while. Yay, paperwork! Can we use the locket to make potions?
I'll do it.
Wouldn't I be able to make potions still using the spirit locket?
I wonder.
I guess that would be possible, but I wouldn't want to put such a quest on you now that you are tied up in your other obligations. Restocking the shop will take time. I would need to teach you many more recipes than what you now know. I mean, just until you get a new table, you wouldn't need to teach me everything. Just enough that we can get by until we get the new table here.
Happy to help.
I can help out for a while, just until you get your new table. Then I can go back to focusing fully on my mission. Bold of you to assume the Mage College will deliver before this quest of yours is over. But I see your point, child. Let us make a deal, as long as it doesn't interfere with this other thing you have to do. I'll teach you new recipes and we can work together to rebuild. Just visit me here in the shop whenever you have the time, then we'll get started. Sounds good to me. I should get going. Victoria's waiting.
I'll be off then.
I understand. I'll be here in case you have any other questions.
Good luck, dear.
Aw, thank you. Victoria is standing outside the shop, arms crossed and eyes glaring at anyone who dares to pass her by.
You're late.
Morning.
I didn't know we'd agreed on a time for me to be here. Ready to do some What part of keeping a low profile do you insist on not getting? Oh, right. Sorry. Victoria sighs heavily. You remember to cast your spell? Of course. No human will notice me at all. Unless they're like a demon hunter or possessed by a spirit like that guy yesterday. A mage would probably also see me, so yeah, basically invisible. Yeah, that is pretty cool. That mime has such a spell. So what are we doing?
So,
While you two were snoozing the day away, I've been digging around for some information. Look.
There are multiple accounts of people having seen the shop burn last night, but who have no recollection of the mob and the dark magic. The general consensus is that it was an accident. Yeah, right. Of course it is. I see no reason to correct this assumption. It would just create unnecessary panic. The shop itself is, clean. No trace of anything magical. If the place wasn't trashed, I wouldn't be able to tell anything had happened. It doesn't leave us with much to go on, really.
I wonder.
Well, we could always go check out the forest. We spirits really like nature, so maybe the demons are angry someone went and destroyed their home. We already searched that place for clues and found nothing. I think our time would be more wisely spent exploring somewhere new. The mines under this town are suspicious to me. I do not believe it is a coincidence that these events are occurring right on top of a large seam of magical crystals.
Are you sure?
Do we really have to go underground, though? It's creepy. So you searched the woods?
I wonder.
I heard that something bad had happened to the woods. How is that connected?
About that.
Well, you see, there's this entire section of the forest that is dead. We spirits are quite close with nature, so maybe the destruction triggered something in those spirits. Well, I mean, that does seem relevant to me, right? Investigating if there are any angry spirits lingering there.
I see.
Thank you.
I know, right? What do you think, Victoria?
Enough of this.
Victoria gives Mime a pointed look, and the spirit's mouth zips shut instantly. Then those hard eyes turn to you.
I can't believe this.
Look, alchemist. Alethea might have put her trust in you, but I am not so easily convinced. So it would be much appreciated if you kept your opinions to yourself. Ah, she's making the power dynamics here clear. Okay. I mean, I just want to help.
About that.
Didn't mean to step on your toes there. Like, I'm stuck with you anyway, and it's not like there's anything I can do to make the situation worse. So maybe we should just try and work together to figure this mess? She does have a point. Victoria does not look amused, but she clicks her tongue and sighs.
Fine. Let's go. Mime, you're staying close to me. I won't have you running away from me again.
What? Me? Run away? I would never.
Just stay where I can see you.
Understood.
I mean, our mage friend Quinn did want some samples from the forest, right? So let's go there and we'll see if we can get her some samples that she can study. You know, while we investigate. The ivy woods are silent. Everything is still among the blackened trunks of dead trees. As if the wildlife has also heeded the warnings to stay away. Well, it is sad and creepy, but we should search for clues. And also for, you know, stuff for Quinn to study.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and look for some clues. I'm right with you. Victoria sighs. She's not happy. Do you two even know what you're searching for? Well, I mean, Quinn wanted like leaves and some dirt and roots from here. A clue is not going to just present itself as some package with a glowing sign on top of it. Not to mention, as I already told you, there's nothing here. The place is as barren and empty as it was the last time we checked, Mime. We won't find any answers here. I guess you're right. I just really hoped coming back here would... Wait, did you hear that?
I can't believe this.
Shh, listen. Your group falls silent and listens carefully, and after a while, you pick up on the faint sound too. It sounds like a person singing. I'm starting to get that feeling again. You know, like back when the shop was burning? I think there might be something dark ahead. Nice place for singing practice. Let's go investigate. You step forward, but Victoria's arm stops you, the tall woman's eyes hard as she stares straight ahead. Don't be a fool. Stay behind me. She walks ahead, her hand already resting on the hilt of her sword. You walk among the black trees, every step taking you all closer to the sound of singing. Stepping out into a small clearing, you find a large willow tree by a small lake. It is black and dead like the rest of the forest, but among its branches sits a small sparrow. The song is coming from the bird, but it is very much the voice of a human woman singing enthusiastically. There are stories to be told, daring and bold, in the Merry Sparrow's Inn. Below the tree, resting against the black trunk, sits a man, looking quite pleased with listening to the sparrow's performance. His eyes flicker to you only for a moment, and his smile widens.
It seems more have joined your audience, little one. Why don't you give us an encore?
The bird seems to perfectly understand the man and pulls up its little chest proudly before throwing itself into another verse. Come, traveler, with your weary heart, into the dark of the lantern forest. There lies an inn with open doors, where the light is burning the brightest. Let the warmth heal your frozen bones, may the ale in our tallest glass pour. For the pain within your broken soul, we old travelers know just the cure. There is light to be found within, there are stories to be told, daring and bold, in the Merry Sparrow's Inn. The bird finishes its song and does a tiny bow, and the stranger claps, smiling brilliantly.
Bravo! Beautifully done.
That was lovely. Yeah, it was.
That was lovely. Your friend is quite talented.
She is, isn't she?
The bird puffs up its chest and looks awfully pleased.
Also a bit of a prima donna, but you know, comes with the territory.
It's an abomination, that's what it is. Someone has cursed the bird with magic. Better put it out of its misery.
Victoria?
Now hold on there. There's no reason to act so rashly. The bird is not hurting anyone.
Its very existence is a breach of the law. Who's to say it doesn't carry other, more dangerous curses? If someone got hurt due to our inaction, would you be able to live with that?
You are overreacting. It's an enchanted bird, not some malignant spirit out to eat our souls. The world is not going to end if we let this one go.
I mean, I'm with him.
He's right, Victoria. We can't just kill the poor thing on a mere suspicion.
Yeah.
Not all magic has to be evil. You.
Ah, a voice of reason. How refreshing.
The bird flies off.
And there she goes. No doubt off to add your hero's deed to her song. Sparrows are the patrons of hero stories, after all, and they do have a soft spot for heroic deeds and tragedy. Perhaps that is why she came to sing in this place.
So, who are you?
I wonder.
You may call me Michael. As for who I am, I always find that's a question best answered over a glass of wine. No?
Sure. I mean, perhaps later. Or can't argue with that? Sure. Wine is great, can't argue with that.
Well, isn't this neat?
No truer wisdom was ever spoken. I can see us two getting along quite well already. So what are you doing out here?
Tell me about...
Interesting.
I was searching for answers to a curiosity of mine. And did you find those answers? I did. Well, what was it? Victoria, impatient. That's a secret. I'd be more afraid of losing my head if I were you. So scary. I mean, he's clearly not scared at all. You're an odd one. Not scared of her and her sword.
Oh, really?
A lone traveler on the road to the nearest tavern is not that rare, I would imagine. I'm actually a lot more curious about you.
A villager leading a demon hunter and a spirit into a dead forest. Sounds like a legend about to be told. Or the start of a joke. Hard to tell.
Well, maybe the start of a legendary joke. You're right. We are kind of an odd bunch and, wait! You see me? Victoria's hand flies to her sword. Michael, however, only smiles lazily.
How curious.
Of course I see you. You're right here, are you not? But no one is supposed to see me, only... You're a mage?
What?
So perceptive. I mean, it was pretty clear. With him not being afraid of Victoria and, you know, everything. Gotta be careful around you. But yes, I happen to know a bit of magic, but mostly I am just a simple traveler, nothing fancy. So you say. There's a sudden rumble of earth, a deep growl cutting through the air. I think that this sounds like...
Blasted!
Something's coming. Stay behind me. The tall willow tree is shaking, the dark hole in the trunk retracting as if taking a deep breath. And a force of darkness bursts out towards your group. Victoria moves to parry, but the darkness knocks her away.
Ugh!
Victoria! The shadow turns and heads straight towards you.
I think not.
A hand reaches around you and pulls you back. His hands are glowing with a sinister purple light as he commands.
Return to your true form.
Ooh. The force is frozen mid-air, suspended by a bright glow. It hangs still for a moment before, much like the demon in the shop, its form expands and bursts into the shape of another demon. Insolence! You dare try to stop me! I believe you are the one rudely interrupting a private moment. I suggest you get lost now. The purple glow is crackling like fire, swirling in his hands before shooting out as a blast, striking the demon and sending it back reeling. You know what you have to do. Yep, amulet. Okay, match that pattern. So... Huh? Oh, that needs to be... They need to be in different... I see. So, oops, didn't mean to do that. So I need a red here. And then this red... Oops. This red needs to do go here. Right. So now we just move this into place there, and then there we go. The demon roars as it is sucked into the locket, and then it grows silent, the glow of the artifact slowly fading. That's one more demon down. You sigh in relief and look down at the fading light of the locket. It's over. We did it.
How curious.
That is a very handy device you've got there. Michael notes, staring at your locket with intrigue, while Victoria picks herself off of the ground, looking less than pleased. You! Victoria picks up her sword and points it at Michael. Who, me? Do not play dumb. I saw what you did there. You're a mage. Oh, he's just like Gwyn then.
No.
Gwyn is a legal practitioner with a degree from the Mage Academy.
This man is an outlaw, a chaotic mage.
Chaotic, really? You make it sound so violent.
I see myself more as a naturalist magic user. But I should expect nothing less from a demon hunter.
Speak, mage. What are you doing here? Enough.
It's no coincidence that a wild mage appeared just before a demon showed up. Enough with the sword already. The demon might have been attracted to my magic, but I didn't come here to be murdered by that thing. I came because of the forest. You did? What do you know of it? The sparrows were singing about a great evil destroying the meadow. I came to see it for myself. Check if this might be some new corrupted type of nature magic.
Really?
And was it? Or did you find out what caused this?
Interesting.
I have a couple of suspicions. Would you like to come with us and talk to Quinn, maybe? Maybe the two of you could figure it out together? The fact that a powerful demon like that showed up clearly makes everything a lot more interesting. So, you know a lot about nature magic?
Tell me about...
Look,
You pick up a few things here and there, living on the road like I do. So, why are you doing this?
Huh?
Wouldn't it be much safer for you to stay away? Of course, but what would be the fun in that? Chaotic magic?
What do you mean?
What does that even mean? It is a term used to describe any type of magic that is not authorized by the Empire. Which means in this little gathering, I am actually the third individual who would fall under such a category. Talk about throwing stones. Maybe we can help each other?
So...
We were trying to find out why these demons are showing up in town, among other things. You say they might be connected? Maybe we can help each other.
interesting.
That little trinket of yours certainly seemed useful. However, I do enjoy my head as it is right now, and your demon hunter friend is sharpening her blade. As if I'd let you off that easily. I mean, we could use his help, and we can keep an eye on him. I think the keeping an eye on him part would sway Victoria the best, right? But, yeah, I mean, if we say we could use his help, Victoria seems very proud, and I'm gonna say we can keep an eye on him. Don't you know the saying about keeping your enemies close? I prefer to keep them dead, but you do have a point.
So...
What do you say? You lend us a hand and we'll keep Victoria off your back? A curious proposition. But you are also quite a curious person, are you not? The stranger steps closer to you and looks you over. A calculating look in his eyes that makes you feel like he's seeing right through you. He smiles. Perhaps you're not quite so ordinary. I mean, I do kind of feel like romancing him, yeah? Can we romance several people? Let's do this. I mean, you are rather curious yourself. Despite what you've said, I'd love to learn more about you.
Oh, this'll be good.
Oh, I'm sure you and I will have our chance to get to know each other very well soon enough.
Very well. I
Oh.
will help you out.
Oh, okay. It's so difficult to know when they are going to speak the entire line and, well,
This looks like it might turn out to be quite amusing after all.
huh. Okay, looks like we've gained a new party member. I think I'm going to end the episode here though. It's already been 45 minutes. And we'll see where things go from here next time. And, you know, whether or not we actually do get the chance to get to know Michael better. Yeah. For now, thank you so much for watching and spending a little of your time with me here today. It was lovely to have you. Please remember to be kind to yourself. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you again next time.